Since you now know that it didn't happen, right? You believe it didn't happen?
I believe that I wasn't there, and I sure hope to God that it didn't happen.
Well, you told me earlier that you now believe it didn't happen.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that it happened now.
Okay, well, that's what I said. Since you now believe it didn't happen. And you said, well, I hope to God it didn't, I don't know. But you said you now believe it didn't happen. Do you have any regret for what you triggered her having to go through?
What I triggered her having to go through?
Right.
You mean by trying to protect her? Do I have any regret for trying to protect my daughter from her saying that her dad sexually abused her?
Do you have any
Nope.
regrets? None at all.
I do have regrets on how I handled the whole situation, but I didn't know what to do. This was not something that was premeditated and planned like you're trying to make it seem. This was something that happened, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
I'm not trying to make it seem...
I didn't take her to the doctor until the next morning because I didn't know what to do.
My daughter told me...
I didn't know what to do.
A couple weeks before she did this, that Mommy is going to take me away and Daddy's going to have to find a new little girl.
Oh my God, he said that in court too. That is absolutely, and you also said in court that I don't ever take her to the park. Do you want to see how many park pictures I have of her?
I never said that.
You did too. You started crying in the courtroom and said, Sophie said her mommy doesn't ever take her to the park.
Well, here's what Daniel says that Sophie's kind of spontaneous outcries have been. Mommy is going to take me away and Daddy will have to find a new little girl. Mommy says I got red and Mommy says Daniel did it. Daddy doesn't hurt me anymore. Mommy says not to go to the park. Why are you here? I don't like Daddy's because Mommy says so. I only like Nona's. Mommy says I don't want to go to Daddy's house. Mommy says I have to lie.
Oh, really?
Mommy says for me to cry and I don't want to. She says you can. Mommy says you're taking me away. Daddy did bring me back, Mommy. I'm talking now, Daddy, after being away from Lynsey and her grandparents. Mommy says you are taking me away. Mommy says I can cry. Mommy took a picture and Mommy says I'm red. Mommy says I have to cry. Did Mommy tell me to rub on my panties like this? Mommy says the mean judge says I have to live with Daddy, and Mommy says the girl judge says I live with Mommy. Mommy told me to ask Daddy why you sent me in Walmart clothes. Mommy said Gigi and Bruce are going to burn in hell.
Oh, because that's a phrase a 3-year-old would say.
I tried to cry in the car, but I couldn't. Mommy says you can.
Okay, these phrases, do they seem like something a 3-year-old would say?
Well, you said she was precocious.
I did say she was precocious. And you disagreed with me.
I haven't.
You disagreed with me, did you not?
I haven't met her.
You haven't met her?
No.
Well,
there aren't big words there. There's long
that
sentences.
There's very long sentences. There's very big words, and
there aren't big words. There are long sentences.
Well, there's some words that I wouldn't think that a 3-year-old would say, like the phrase "burn in hell."
Yeah, those are repeated. Those are parrot words. She's parroting back.
This is a damn joke.